3-point lighting. Whether it be filming a documentary, a YouTube video, or even a short film, having basic knowledge of these simple lighting techniques can drastically improve your video quality and make your content look more professional and more eye-catching to the audience. So, let's break it down. First, let's start with the key light. This will be our primary light source and will be the brightest light in your scene. It's often positioned about 45 degrees to either side of the camera to illuminate the subject. It can be used to create dramatic shadows during a scene. Here you can clearly see how different a scene looks without a main light source. It's dull and our subject lacks dimension. Now let's bring in the key light. Big difference, right? Next is your fill light. This is what's used to soften the shadows produced by the key light and eliminate any harsh contrast where you may not want it in your scene. You ideally want to place this light on the opposite side of the camera from the key light, further back, and with a slightly dimmer brightness setting. This way, the shadows created from the key light won't be completely washed out, and your subject will still retain the necessary detail needed for that cinematic look. Notice how, with the fill light turned down, our subject shadows appear harsh and the scene looks unbalanced. So let's turn our fill light up. And here you can see the difference. That looks much better. Finally, we have our backlight, sometimes called a rim or hair light. It is positioned behind your subject, either directly behind them or at a slight angle. Your backlight essentially serves to separate your subject from the background. This helps to give a more three-dimensional feel and create a sense of depth within your shot. With the backlight on, you can clearly see that our subject is surrounded by this nice halo effect, which really helps draw the viewer's eye. Here, the backlight is off, and here, the backlight is on. Our subject looks a lot better with the backlight illuminating them. And when combined, all three lights provide a well-balanced and dynamic look that gives our scene an overall more cinematic and professional feel. And that's it! You can now say you've mastered the basics of 3-point lighting. But the most important thing to remember is that practice makes perfect, so be sure to experiment with different setups and settings to find what works best for your project style. Thanks for watching and have fun filming.